أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كذلك ما أتى الذين من قبلهم من رسول إلا قالوا ساحر أو مجنون أتواصوا به بل هم قوم طاغون فتول عنهم فما أنت بملوم وذكر فإن الذكرى تنفع المؤمنين وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعمون إن الله هو الرزاق ذو القوة المتين فإن للذين ظلموا ذنوبا مثل ذنوب أصحابهم فلا يستعجلون فويل للذين كفروا من يومهم الذي يوعدون صدق الله العظيم.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome. Raitu Majlihuge Addu Meedu Dairag Izzetter member Rosanna Adam. Honorable Member of Parliament for the Addu Meedu constituency, Ms. Rosanna Adam. United Nations Development Programme Deputy Resident Representative Vera Hakim. Deputy Resident Representative of UNDP Maldives, Ms. Vera Hakim. Australian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka and Maldives, His Excellency Paul Stevens, at the Australia Sarukaruge Department for Foreign Affairs and Trade Gemandu, representative from the Australian Department for Foreign Affairs and Trade, colleagues from the Secretariat of the People's Majlis and UNDP Maldives, Raitu Majlihug Idara ge Muazzafun at the UNDP Maldives ke Faratum Vadagin Tibe Befulum, Practice Parliament for Women ge Bavering at the Mirasmiyatu ge Baveriva Emmeha Befulum, participants of the Practice Parliament for Women and everyone in attendance. Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome. Practice Parliament for Women Nimumuge Rasmiyatuga Baradanawa Emha Farataka Anakas Marhaba. Miyaduge Rasmiyat Hushala Dani Algand Umar Mavi Ali. Mi Rasmiyat Feshigan di Kirit Guran ge Barakatun, Kiava Vidalvi Ayman Tawfiq. Miyaduge Rasmiyat Feshman Hamajifa Vani, Mi Rasmiyata Vadagan Tibe Izzetter Mehmanunge Wahaka Kolakun. Efaho Practice Parliament for Women ge Baverin certificate Haval Kurun Kuriyat Dane, Adi mi program ge Baveri ge Faratung Wahaka Kolakafaho Rasmiyat Nimmalani group photo ekun. I wish you a warm welcome to the closing ceremony of the Practice Parliament for Women program. As I've just mentioned, I'll be your host for the event. The ceremony was commenced by the recitation of the Holy Quran by Ayman Tawfiq. Next, we will hear a few remarks from our esteemed guests in attendance, after which all the participants will receive their certificates. The ceremony will be brought to a close by the delivery of vote of thanks from a participant, after which a group photo will be taken. Refreshments will be served afterwards. Marhaba dennema emme furtam me dawat arwani raitung majlihuge addu meedu dairage izzater member Rosena Adamma. I would like to invite the Honourable Member of Parliament for the Addu Meedu constituency, Ms. Rosena Adam, to deliver her remarks. Ms. Rosena.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hamda shukur kurang miumat ke Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam salawat salam levung edi dua danna adi mi dua ga eman nabiya ga Allah sabun shamil kurang. Miss Veera Hakim, UNDP Maldives Deputy Resident Representative, Miss Thoiba, representative from the High Commission of Australia in Maldives, Parliament staff and the participants of the Practice Parliament for Women. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. It is indeed an honor to be able to address you today at the completion of this interesting program, which I hope will be the beginning of your journey into this building as an MP in the next parliamentary election. I thank the UNDP, the Australian government and the People's Majlis for giving these great ladies here the opportunity to take part in this program. Algon deng tibefurna divehi muhatab kollaning eto. Mi program ge magandu maksada ki siyasi dairayan adi wakin haasa ko raitunge majliha shauguverikang ituru kuruwa anghem beflunna sha zuwan kudinnan adi haasa ko mi masekkatuga kankan hingago dasko di bavirumge fursat ituru kuru practice parliament ge faswana session mi detto sateka fastolas de kudin mi hatana mi program ga bavirif wa kamang alwanda maulumat libi fami wani adi tiris hakudin mi program ga vis bavirivegen gossi alun dannamani algon menna hama wara bodu ufale libigen gossiye mi huri hakudin mitaga mi huri habe flum mitaga algon menna ekiga heda kollevi wagut kola alun ummid kurani mi program ge tereng majliha nukutumuge ituru shaugueri kame tibe flunge ufedigen gossikama alun tibe flunna migi kurin ves dimawe fami wani e session ge tereng dimawe irwes alun men dakka famani siyasat kandala mezu doshuga anghem beflun tibumuge muhimmu kama gule gutun hem iturakan algon eka daakan netin ehen namaves hagigataki mi majliha palalikamuga vies mitaga mitibeni hataru anghenu addiha haf memberun tibiruga ashem maachaki international women's day ek campaign shiyarege gotuga mifahar mi beenun kureveni embrace equality ya equity ya mi tafatu dekame alugon mengi gaanunu asasin hamhamakan alugon menna kashavaru koddifa ebave ರೈತುಂಗೆ ಮಜ್ಲಿಹ ಕುರಿಮತಿಲು ಮುಗವೆಸ್ ರೈಸು ಜುಮ್ಹೂರಿಯಾ ಕಮ ಕುರಿಮತಿಲು ಮುಗವೆಸ್ ಅದಿ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ತಕ ಕುರಿಮತಿಲು ಮುಗವೆಸ್ ಹಮ ಅಂಹೆನುಣ್ಣೆಕೆ ಫಿರಿಹೆನುಣ್ಣೆಕೆ ಎ ಫುರುಸತು ತಕೆ ಹುಳುವಾಲಾಫ ಎಬವೆ ಎಕಮಕು ನತೀಜಾ ತಕ ಬಲಾಯಿರುಗ ಎ ಹಮ ಹಮಕಂ ಎಬ ಫೆನೇತೋ ಸುವಾಲಕಿ ಫೆನೇತೋ ಎಬ ಅಳುಗೊಂಡ್ ಮೆನ್ನ ಎಮ್ಮೆನವೆಸ್ ಕುರಿಮತ್ಲೆವೇನೆ ಮಜ್ಲಿಹ ಎಕ ಮಜ್ಲಿಹುಗ ಮಿ ತಿಬೆನಿ ಹತರು ಅಂಹೆಣೋ ಎಹೆಂವಿಮ e beenumbege miule hamahama kamen alugon menna kashe majlis tere nevis fenigenen nude equality nuwata hamahama kan hoduma equitable action nuwata hamahama kan kuruma ituru ehi teri kamen eba beenumve council takuga alugon men anhenunna 33% ಕಂಡಾಳಾಗೆನ್ ಕಾನೂನಕುನ್ ದಿಯುಮಾಯಿಕೀಗ ಅಳುಗೊಂಡ್ ಮೆನ್ನ ಫೆನಿಗೆನ್ ಹಿಂಗ ಜೆಮಿಹಾ ಅರುಗಾಗಂಡಕ ಹಮೂರಿಹಾ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ದೆಗ್ಗ ಹೆಂಬೆಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಫ್ಲು ಮಿಸಾಲಕ ತಿಬೇಕಮ ವನ್ಯ ದೆ ಬೇಫ್ಲು ನಕಿ ಅಂಹೆಣು ಎಕ್ಕಲ ಅಳುಗೊಂಡ್ ಮೆನ್ ದೆಕೆಮ್ಮಿ ಬೇಣುವಾ ಹಮಹಮಕಂ ಇತುರಂ ಮಿ ನೆಗುಣು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಾ ಹೆದಿ ಇತುರ ಕಾನೂನ ಮಿಗೆನವನು ಬದಲಾ ಹೆದಿ ಅಳುಗೊಂಡ್ ಮೆನ್ನ ಫೆನಿಗೆನ್ ಹಿಂಗಜೆ ಎನಮೆಸ್ ಮೀಹುಂಗೆ ಹೇಲೊನ್ ತೆರಿಕಂ ಮಿಕಮ ವರ ಕುಡವೀಮ ಅಳುಗೊಂಡ್ ಮೆನ್ನ ಫೆನಿಗೆನ್ ಮಿದಿಯೈ mi 33% ge quota lumaki waragina mihun eya deetirega waragina negative comments ta kuri kamegge gotuga nuwataka council taka da anghem beflunna dimala eba bune bay firihen councilarun ti mitana quota egge tereng asati be bayennun he mita astu tibenje he bay vesnune ehemve mahagigatu galwen dannawani miyaharu anghenunge duwaha miyoti wara rangalu shiyarike ekuleifa ei ituru ಫುರುಸತೆನ್ ಹೋದಾ ದಿನುಮಟ್ಟಕ ಇತುರು ಕಮೆ ಪಯ ಮೀಹುಣ್ಣ ಕೊದ್ದೆನ್ ಜೆಹೇಕ ಮೀಹುಣ್ಣಂ ಅವೆಯಾ ಕೊದ್ದಿನುವ ಮಸೆಕೆ ಕುರು ಅಲ್ಲೋಡ ಹಮವರ ಕುಡುಕುಡ ಮಿಸಾಲೆ ದಂಡವಾಲಾಣ ಇಹಕದ್ದುಹುಕು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜೆಂಡರ್ ಕಮಿಟಿಯ ಮಿನಿಯಮುಸ ಕಮಿಟಿಯ ಬದ್ದಲ್ ಕುರಿ ಮಿ ಲೋಫಂಗ್ ಬೇಫ್ಲುಂಗೆ ಜಮೀಯಾಯ್ ಎಬೇಫ್ಲು ಅಳು ಮೆನ್ನ ಬದ್ದಲ್ ಕುರಿ ಎಬೇಫ್ಲುಂಗೆ ವೋಟು ಸಿರ್ರುಣುವಾತಿ ಗಾಣುಣಕು ಮಣಲೆನ್ ನುಕುರೆ ಗಾಣುಣು ಮಿಬುಣನಿ ಹಮ ಹುರಿ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆನ್ನವ್ವೆಸ್ ವೋಟು ಲೆವೆನ್ ಜೆಹೇನಿ ಸಿರ್ರು ವೋಟೆಕೆ ಎಮ್ಮೆನ್ನವ್ವೆ ಸಮ ಎ ಸಿರ್ರು ವೋಟುಲು ಮುಗೆ ಫುರ್ಸತು ಎಬ ಓವೆ එකමකු එහෙන් ආදාගේ මීහායා එක්ගොතන් එබේෆ්ලොන්න වෝටු කරුදාස්කොළ දිනීමා එබේෆ්ලොන්නකන් එ වෝටු කරුදාස්කොළ නුවේ ෆෙනෙ එහෙම කොම්මස් එහෙන් මීහෙක් ගෝයාගෙන් ගොස ඒග ෆාහග ජෙහීම එමීහායන් එබේෆ්ලොන්ලා වෝටු එබ ෆෙනෙ එ වෝටුගේ සිරුකන් ගෙල්ලිගෙන් එබද්දේ එහෙමෙම ගානෝනුන් එක්කල හමහමකන් දීෆ ඔතස් ඉතුරු කුඩ කමෙන් එබ කොල්ලන් ජෙහේ එබේෆ්ලොන්ගේ වෝටු සිරු කුරාකම වඤ්ඤා එබේෆ්ලොන් මිතන වඩන්නවි ස්ටෙන්සිල්ලෙන් හිෆෑගෙන් වරහම ෆසේහ කම එකීග ස්ටෙන්සිල් බේණුන් කොල්ලන් එබේෆ්ලොන්න වෝටුලේ එහෙම මීහුන්න නුදේ එච්ච ස්ටෙන්සිල්ලකි එකල ලෝෆම් බේෆ්ලා වෝටුදු මුග ස්ටෙන්සිල් අලගොන් මෙන් ප්‍රොවයිඩ් කොද්දිනුමකි එයි මලාමෙ කුරන් ජේ කමෙන්නු එයි තෆාතු කුරුමෙ වෙස්නු එයි හමහමකන් ගෙනෙව් මට්ටකා නෙගුඩු ඉක්විටබල් ඇක්ෂන් නේ එහෙම ಮೀ ಕಂಕಮಕಿ ಮೀ ಮೀಹುಂಗೆ ತೆರೆಗ ಹೇಲುನ್ ತೆರಿಕಂ ಇತುರು ಕುರುವಾಗೆನ್ ಅಳುಗೊಂಡ್ ಮೆನ್ನ ಕುರೆವೇನ ಕಮೆ ಅಳುಂಡ್ ಹಾಮ ಮಿಯತು ಬೇಣುಂ ವಣಿ ತಿ ಹುರಿಹಾ ಬೇಫುಣ್ಣ ವೆಸ್ ತಣ್ಣವಾಲಂ ಕುರಿಯಂ ಮಿಯ ತಣುಗ ದಿವೆಹಿ ರಾಜ್ಯಗ ಅಂಹೆಣುಂ ಗಿನಾನ್ ಸಿಯಾಸಿ ದಾಯಿರ ನೆರೇನ ಕಮ ವඤ್ඤಾ ಎಕಮುಗ ನೂನೆಕೆ ನುಬುಣಾನ್ ಜೆಹೆ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಮುಹಿಮ್ಮು ಬಯಕಿ ಅಂಹೆಂ ಬೇಫುಣ್ಣೆ ಕೋಟಾ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಎಹೆಂಕಮೆ ಕುರಿಯಸ್ ಅಳುಗೊಂಡ್ ಮೆ ನಗ ಕೊಮ್ಮೆ ಎಕ್ಷಣ್ಣೆ ಅಂಹೆಣುನ್ ಸಿಯಾಸಿ ದಾಯರ ಗೆನೆವು ಮಟ್ಟಕ ಅಳುಗೊಂಡ್ ಮೆ ನಗ ಕೊಮ್ಮೆ ಎಕ್ಷಣಕ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಫುರ್ತಮ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊದ್ದೆವ್ವಂ ವಾ ಬೇಫ್ಲೊನ್ನಕಿ ಅಂಹೆಣುನ್ನೆ ಅದಿ ಮಿ ಫುರುಸತು ತಕುಗೆ ತೆರೇಂ ಅಂಹೆಣಕು ಮಗಾಮಕಂ ಆಮ එකම ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಉಫಾವಾಂಜೆ ಹೇ ಬಯಕಿ ಸಮತಿ ಬೇಫ್ಲೊನ್ನೆ එහෙම ಅಂಹೆಣುನ್ನ ನುದಿನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ එහෙම් ಬಯಕು ದೇಣಕಮಂ ಅಳುಗೊಂಡ್ ಮೆ ದೆಕಿಗೆ ನುವಾಣೆ ಅಂಹೆಣುನ್ನ ನುವಿ ಎಹಿ ತೆರಿಕಮೆಂ ಎಹೆಂಬಯಕು ವಾಣೆಕಮ ದೆಕಿಗೆನ್ ನುವಾಣೆ ಅಂಹೆಣಕು ವೆಟ್ಟೆನ್ ದಾಯಿರುಗ ಎಮೀಹ ಗಂಬಾಲಾ ಮೀಹ್ಯಾಂ ಅಣೆಂ ಅಂಹೆಂ ಮೀಹ ವೀಮ ಫಿರಿಹೆಣೊಂ ಅದಿ ಎವ್ವರೆ ಮಾಣು ಬ್ಯಾವಾಣಿಕನ್ ತಿಬೆಫ್ಲೊಂ ವಿಸ್ನಂ ವಾಣ್ එහෙම් විම අලුගඬ එක්ගොත්කෙස් ෆිරිහෙනුන්න දන්නවා දෙරබහෙන්නුම්මි එකමකු අලුගඬ මෙන්නන් එහි තෙරි නුවෙවෙන්න අලුගඬ මෙන්නුජේ එක්ස්පෙක්ට් කුරාකන් එහෙම් බය අලුගඬ මෙන්නන් එහි තෙරි වාණ කමක අලුගඬ හීවනි මි මෙසේජ් හමති බෙෆ්ලොන්න වෙසම අමිල්ල හයාතුග මිහායි සම්බන් ආරෝ එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් වෙස් කුරේෆ කන්නේගේ හුන්නානි එහෙම එගොතුග අලුගඬ මෙන් කුරියක් දාමි අලුගඬ හම වාහක නිම්මාලමුන් දන්නවාලම් බේනවෙනි කුරියන් වෙයි මජ්ලිහුගේ ඉන්තිහාබුග ತಿ ಹುರಿಹಾ ಬೇಫ್ಲುಂ ವೆಸ್ ವಾದ ಕುರವಾತಂ ಅಳೋಂಡ ಹಮ ಗ್ಯಾಮ್ ವೆಸ್ ವರ ಬೊಡ ದೆಕೆಂ ಬೇಣುಂ ವೆ ಅದಿ ಎಫ್ಆರ್ ವಾದ ಕೊಗ್ಗೆ ನುಹೋವನಸ್ ಏಕಿ ಬಲಿವು ಮೆನ್ನು ದೇವನ ಫಹರ ವೆಸ್ ಸಮನು ಕುಣ್ಣಂವಿ ಎವೆಸ್ ತಂಕೊಳೆ ಫಹತ ಜೆಹೆನೆ ಕಮೆನ್ನೆ ಅದಿ ಹೋವಿಗೆಂ ಅಣ್ಣ ಅಂಹೆಂ ಬೇಫ್ಲುನ್ನ ಏ ಕಾಮಿಯಾಬು ಲಿಬುಮಕಿ ತಿ ಬೇಫ್ಲುನ್ನ ವೆಸ್ ಲಿಬೆ ಉಫಲಕ ಹದ್ದವಂವಿ ವರ ಬೊಡ ಶುಕ್ರಿಯೆ
ಶುಕ್ರಿಯಾ ಇಜ್ಜತ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಮಿರಸ್ಮಿಯಾತಿಗೆ ಬೇವರೆನ ಮುಹಾತಬ್ಕ ವಾಹಕ ಫುರ್ದೆಕ್ಕಮ ದೆಂಗ್ ಅಳುನ್ ಫುರ್ಸತ್ ಮಿಯರ್ವಣಿ ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗೆ ಡೆಪ್ಯೂಟಿ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ ವೆರಾ ಹಕೀಮ. Next, I would humbly like to invite the Deputy Resident Representative of UNDP Maldives, Ms. Vera Hakim, to deliver her remarks. Ms. Vera.
Honorable Member of Parliament for Adu Midu constituency, Ms. Rosina Adam, His Excellency Paul Stevens, Australian High Commissioner to the Maldives online, and Ms. Toiba, representing the Australian High Commissioner to the Maldives here, participants of Practice Parliament for Women, officials from People's Majlis, and colleagues, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon to you all. It gives me great pleasure to see more and more women aspiring to be representatives at the Parliament and other public life roles. Women around the world continue to inspire and break the glass ceiling in public life. Even if this is the case, women continue to be underrepresented from positions of power and decision-making processes at national and local level. Equality is still a long way off, and current progress is far too slow. Most parliaments are still heavily male-dominated, including the Maldives, which has only 4 women MPs out of 87. There is a need to urgently change this, and calling on male parliamentarians to work with their female counterparts to accelerate this change. We women, aspiring for a rightful place in public life, face many challenges and obstacles, barriers to enter and compete within the political party system, limited access to campaign financing, nepotism and favoritism, household double burdens, misogyny, and an overwhelming number of unfair expectations women live up to. We women also face a disproportionate amount of violence, harassment, discrimination, and intimidation, where we aim to go into public life. Because of this, many women are discouraged from running for office. You are here to challenge all of this. Your ambition and grit motivate us. I am here not only as your biggest supporter, but as your partner to join forces with you to challenge this system that has so long kept us from leading and inspiring future generations of women. I am a proud mother of a boy and a girl, and I want them to know what women can achieve with hard work, dedication, and determination, and a belief that women can achieve anything that we set our minds to. On behalf of UNDP and my excellent team present here, we are committed to provide the best capacity and training program needed to inspire political commitment and advocate for legal and policy framework to be put in place that will provide equitable and equal access for women in public life. Like you, we believe that women need to be in leadership positions for real change to happen. Gender equality and women's empowerment lies at the heart of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which asserts gender equality as both a fundamental human right and a necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world. Sustainable Development Goal 5 calls for ensuring full participation of women in leadership and decision-making at all levels, moving from politics and public life to decision-making and leadership in economic areas. Throughout this program that started 2 years ago, we continue to have inspiring participants who have shown commitment to tackling barriers and changing the male-dominated political status quo, and will no doubt bring about great transformation. I am happy to note that in this program we have 36 inspiring women leaders joining from all across the Maldives, including 7 women with a disability. The fact that more women, such as yourselves, are joining initiatives such as this is extremely positive and an indication of our commitment to leave no one and no island behind. So a huge congratulations to all the participants of this Practice Parliament for Women program. I am humbled and am extremely honored to be here with such an inspiring audience of women. I would like to thank the People's Majlis for your leadership and commitment to the Practice Parliament series. As always, our gratitude and thanks go out to the Government of Australia, Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade for continued support to our efforts to empower women and work towards gender equality. I am hopeful that our work today will help us increase women's participation in the political and public sphere and further democratic governance in the country. Thank you and shukriya.
Thank you, Ms. Vera. Next, we will hear a few remarks on behalf of the Australian Government by the Australian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka and the Maldives, His Excellency Paul Stevens. Then algon menna muhatab kuravani Sri Lanka adi divehi rajang ayyan kuravwa fawa Australia High Commissioner, His Excellency Paul Stevens. High Commissioner Algonmenna Bavre Velavani video Gizariai.
Representatives of the People's Majlis of Maldives, participants in the Practice Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I'm pleased to join you virtually to mark the closing of another Practice Parliament series. While I'm not able to be there with you in person today, a highlight for me of any visit to Maldives is meeting up-and-coming leaders like yourselves. I had the opportunity to visit Maldives in November last year to present my credentials to your President, when I met some exceptional women decision makers from a range of fields. I was also fortunate to meet some of the next generation of Maldivian leaders at a reception for the Australia Awards scholars departing for their studies in Australia. I hope it will be possible to meet some of you when I next visit. Australia is pleased to have been a supporter of Practice Parliaments in Maldives over the last 2 years as part of our decade-long partnership in Maldives' governance and reform journey. Across our region, Australia is committed to protecting the rights of women and girls and promoting their positive and active role in shaping communities. The Australian Government's Development Response Strategy, called Partnerships for Recovery, recognises the importance of women and girls' meaningful engagement for inclusive development. Along with our Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Strategy, Partnerships for Recovery highlights the critical importance of involving women and girls in policy development and implementation to develop policies that address the needs of whole societies. Australia sees democracy and good governance as prerequisites for stability and economic resilience. We also know that effective, inclusive governance gives people confidence that governments and institutions are working in their interests and delivering to the most vulnerable. The importance of female participation in democracy for equitable democratic dividends has been proven time and time again. Maldives has made significant strides in achieving democratic ideals since transitioning to democracy in 2008. Maldives has strong policy frameworks in place to ensure gender equality and access. The Gender Equality Action Plan, launched in 2022, was an important step forward, which Australia was very pleased to support. But like elsewhere across the globe, there is more work to be done to ensure strong, authentic female voices contribute to decision-making processes. In Australia, we are shifting the balance to ensure our decision-making bodies reflect the diversity of our society. I'm pleased that Australia's Parliament, elected in May 2022, included record numbers of women representatives, including many from diverse cultural backgrounds. In Maldives, while many strong women leaders are forging their own paths in the private sector and in public life, this is not yet fully translated into parliaments, with only 4 women elected to Parliament in 2019 and 39 elected to local councils in 2017. The upcoming parliamentary elections in 2024 provide an opportunity to shift the scales towards a more diverse and representative parliament, and you can be part of this shift. Practice Parliaments provide a space for women leaders across Maldivian communities to come together, share perspectives and gain skills and knowledge that set you up to make your own mark on public life. I hope that during this event you've had the opportunity to develop lasting relationships with your peers, and I encourage you to continue to use this network to inspire and support each other. I also hope you have been motivated by the stories of pioneering and influential parliamentarians who have been part of this workshop. On that note, I would like to acknowledge these parliamentarians, the Honourable Speaker of Parliament, Mohammed Nasheed, and the Secretariat of the People's Majlis for their engagement in this event. I have no doubt your experiences and insights have sparked interesting conversations and perhaps even a future political campaign. Your commitment to shaping a generation of future parliamentarians is very much appreciated. I also acknowledge the long-standing commitment and energy of the UNDP Maldives team, whose dedication to promoting good governance and to building an active and inclusive civic space in Maldives has brought this event to life. But returning to you, our participants, For most of us, the world of politics can seem daunting from the outside, but I hope these sessions and the individual stories you've heard have given you a sense that any person with drive, a creative spirit and a passion for improving their community can be a change maker. I look forward to seeing you filling key leadership roles in Maldives in the coming years, whether as parliamentarians or councillors or as change makers working outside the political arena. And I look forward to seeing you shape the Maldives that your community, from the largest to the smallest islands, deserves. Thank you very much.
Our warmest gratitude to the High Commissioner. Then oti Bavarina certificate hawal kurum. Practice Parliament for Women ge Bavarina certificate hawal koddev mangedi Raitu Majlihuge Addu Midu Dairage Izzeter member Rosena Adam Garihung Arunvara Adabberik Mag. Next, we will be handing out the certificates of participation. First, I would like to invite Honourable MP Ms. Rosena Adam to hand out the certificates. Mariam Riasa. Aishat Maisha. Shazina Muhammad Rashid. Hatma Said. Shifaza Said. Salma Muhammad. Sobriat Hussain. Aishat Mahmood. Sehna. Aminat Varda. Aminat Shadia. Mariam Samiha. Halimat Sidana. Havva Atika Ali. Zuhuda Adam Niyama. Hadija Ajfan Abdul Sattar. Safwa Ahmad. And Fatmat Samiyat. Shukriya, Izzat member. Practice Parliament for Women ke baverina certificate hawal kadduma deng alun medi dannavani United Nations Development Program ge Deputy Resident Representative Vera Hakim Garihon. Next, I would like to invite the Deputy Resident Representative of UNDP Maldives, Ms. Vera Hakim, to hand out the certificates. Aminat Rashida. Fatmat Lauza Noman. Shifana Isa. Fatmat Masha. Nazima Idris. Fatmat Rashida. Samira Ibrahim. Sinaya Ibrahim. Zahiya Muhammad. Fatmat Shara Sharif. Aminat Masa Hassan. Fatmat Rabshao Ilyas. Luciana Musa. Siba Said. Hawa Ina. Fatmat Waragat. Fatmat Jasmine. And Aminat Shiza. Thank you, Ms. Vera. And Huriha Baverinavas Adivis Sefar Warang Hoon Marhabai. Then miyati practice parliament for women ga kurevunu tajriba hissa koddevman al mikan koddevman miyadi dannavani mi betchke bævere kamava Mariam Riyasha ge kiban. Next on the agenda is a sharing of the experience by a participant of the program. For this item, I would like to invite Ms. Mariam Riyasha.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Angenu na firhenun halgu kurevi mai Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hamda shukuru kura adi angenu ga hagutaka angenu na kame hita hekon hituma ongena devi kayutur Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam salawata salam nebun edi dua kura adi mi salawatu ga ekadege fand itur sahabin shamil kura Addu Midu Dairagi Zetter member Rosanna Adam, UNDP Deputy Resident Representative Wari Hakim, Australia Sarkar, Rayatu Majlis at the UNDP Hiwagi Hingunteri, Padagin Tibbi Emma Zetteri, Midal Saibetaka Hasakure Fawa Alugandu Ekveri Baveri, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Adi Anginu na Firhenum Baveru. Bæveruma ki furihama governance nizam ge hasa errukun kamga alugan kabul kura rajya ge nimmunta nimma level ga anghenunga adu ivvumattaka adi anghenum baaru veriko siyasi daira anghenum nirmattaka mifad program taka intizam kon kuriya gendiya kamattaka tibe furu nalugan hama mi program hinga intizam kura vehuri habe furu navis shukur dennuma ki alugan ge emme is wajib kamga dekhe Aluganda Huriha Bavering in Namga, Australia Sarkar, Rayatu Majlis at the UNDP. Miha Furima programming, Alugan Manakuria Gagusti Vikamataka, Varabuda Shukuradarna, Shukuria. Ade, me program the suburb. Anganaka Vete, Siasi Dairaga is Safga, Masek Nukuri Kama Dekeve, Miunga Ango Bandukola, Alugan Manaki Fisar leader unka. Dekkumattaka alugan me midaira en kuriyan nikutumang hivarlibi fursattake fahiwegen gosfikan hama kashavaru miyadu mitaga hazir weti bi komme bæveriya kiwes mi program eta bævar maulumattake libi adhikari mustaqbalga siyasi maidanuga issafan nukume rayatu majlis fatandaga jaga kashavaru kurana ba ekkamamadu aluganuge evvisakkennu kura मी फुर्सत की अलगन में हुरी है बैवर नविस तफात आता जज्बा तक लिबिंदिया फुर्सत है वकिंग हाथ से गोतेगा तफात कुरुमे बाकी कुरुमे नेति अलगन में फदा हाथ से ही अब बेनुवा फरा तक विस फुर्सत देवी कमी नुहन उफला एक फागा कुरा कमे मी प्रोग्राम का बैरवी हाथ से ही अब बेनुवा फरा तक मी फदा प्रोग्राम ता बैवर मुगा फुर्सत ala libunukan alugan faakura adi alugan ves bika fursata milbegen di hama ala bævering faratum fenigen di alugan ummidu nukura kahala loebba oga terika adi kankamga bæveri kurum ge ruhu ebe fulun alugan mina devvi alugan minge team devvi ehi terika maki alugan handan duha kus filagen dane handan take non ei wara foni handan take abad ves alugan hituga abad ves bimwelne gi fa hunnane handan take Mikamataka Aluganda, Alugan for the Nukurinka Huna Farata Namga Huriha Baverina Varang Has Shukuredanava. Hamamiak Alugan Varang Hasakola, UNDP Gama Timu, Aluganda Devi Varang Has Sahitarikam. Adi Hasakon Alugan Debe Filiganamara fahorveri kamak fahakolla shiba adi umar devve hiteri kamaki alugundu he ves nukuran amma ekabuna he alugundu sifa koddem vesnege by faran he alugundu mamba fange and be faran he alugundu ge darin he and be faran he alugundu ge ebbende be fa kokkomen he and be faran be he alugundu ge war ga rahumetterin he duwa kusti de be fulun de vidme handaran mena tena abad war lobbe adi hasako mi program koriya dir majlis ke alugun mena hasako fati horiha be fulunge faratum ves libuni wara hase hitirikam adi hasako alugandu senior ganan hama wara for vedikam akfa kolla wara bide shukriya ti de ved madavs alinge mer horiha be ven ves titibi wara warbal faka haidwa salum mi heda kori wara hama wara warbal kon hemge mer horiha be fulun ves tibani photo ya warang insar ko gen kannege photo onne gman ema tibe fulonge deterige photo ya tibe fulla deterige hora ka alugan nuwana e malugan ge waha kam hisabun nimmalani alugan mundange hiteri ve devi hori ha farattaka ves warabboda shukura dennam adives mika fursattaka intizar kurawa ga dennam devi fursata warabboda shukriya
ಶುಕ್ರಿಯಾ ರಿಯಾಶಾ ತಿ ದೆನ್ನವೆ ಬಸ್ಕೊಳ ಅದಿವೆಸ್ ಸಫಾರ್ ಅಳುಂಡಮ ಹುರಿಹಾ ಬ್ಯಾವರಿನ ವೆಸ್ಮಿ ಹೆದ್ವಸ್ ಫುರಿಹಮ ಕುರೆವಿ ಅದಿ ಎಹಾ ಜೋಶಾಕಿ ಫುರಿಹಮ ಕುರೆವೆ ಕಮಟ್ಟಕ ವರಬ್ಬಡ ಶುಕ್ರು ದನ್ನಮು ಮರ್ಹಬಾ ವಸ್ಕಿಯಾ Congratulations to all the participants for completing this exciting opportunity. We hope that you will find this an enriching experience and you are going to take home good memories and invaluable information. We will conclude with a group photo. Please note that refreshments will be provided on the ground floor. Mi rasmiyat nimmalani baveringe group photo yakun adi efo mi rasmiyat ke baveringe sharaf ka beve bille mir kollume onnane wahaka dannawa warabboda shukriya.